Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back, finally. I wanted to address the kind of absence that we have had from YouTube for the last few months. I know I posted something a few weeks ago, but in all honesty, if you've watched that video, you will know that it took me like 3 months to upload that video. I started filming it in June and I didn't upload it until October. So I have made the decision to invest in a camera, which I am coming to you from today. I'm always in the sticky situation of choosing whether to film for TikTok and Instagram in portrait mode or for YouTube in landscape mode on my phone. And to be honest with you, it's just a mess trying to film for YouTube on the phone with exporting stuff and editing it. And anyway, I thought I would give you a little bit of an update. In the last video, you will have seen us complete the media wall and basically finish off the living room. Okay, we still need to finish it a bit. We need to get a new sofa. We need to fit our radiators, things like that. But this room is basic, like the big jobs in the living room and dining room are done. So the next job is going to be onto our WC. So we really want a toilet on this floor. Just for convenience, when we've got guests over, it's nice for them to be able to use the toilet on this floor rather than having to go downstairs to the main bathroom. So I'll give you an update on the layout. We'll have a look at the floor plan and I'll explain to you where this toilet is going to go. And then I'll explain to you our plans for the area. So let's get into it. So here we are in the living room. We've got our fire fitted now. We've also got our radiators. They're not actually fitted yet, but this is the vibe we're going for in here. These are the raw metal Athens radiators from Bathroom Mountain. I love that you can see the welds in here, and they're just a really nice colour. It fits the vibe of this room, you know, paired with our rustic scaffold boards and things like that. This is the kind of dining area. Please excuse the mess. It is a little bit chaotic in here. So we've got our new dining set. This is from Oak Furnitureland, if anyone's wondering. This is called the main dining set. Absolutely love it. The table extends as well, and I love the little bench. So cute. I'll pop the floor plan on the screen, but as you can see, from this side, we've got the dining, living, the staircase to go downstairs is here, and then the kitchen is around there, and through here, we have, please excuse the mess in here, guys. Through here, we have the staircase up to the loft conversion. So we've got this space here, which is where we're going to be putting this toilet for this floor. So let me just explain to you, so you can see from this angle also. So in the kitchen, we've got this walk-in pantry, which you might remember from some of our previous videos. So it kind of looks like the run of cabinets, but you open it to reveal the hidden pantry. And you can see this is the stairs then going up to the loft conversion. So as you go back round, so as you can imagine, the pantry is here, staircase here. We have this almost kind of dead space behind where the pantry is, behind me here. So we decided that we were going to put a toilet on this floor, as I explained earlier, and this seemed like the perfect place for it. Exactly 1 metre wide, maybe a little bit more than 1 metre, but by the time we've got the other stud wall built. So we're going to be having a sliding pocket door from this wall over to that one. So that's going to be how you enter the toilet. As I already mentioned, we've already got the radiators for in this room. So we've got this one over here, and then we're having a very similar, well, the exact same radiator going just here in between the door and the window. However, initially Mark was supposed to be coming this week, but he's now coming next week. So we thought we would take the opportunity to try and sort out a radiator for the downstairs. So if you didn't know, this house was initially split into 2 flats and we're converting it back into 1 house. If you watch me on TikTok, you will definitely know that because I literally intro every single video with, we're converting these 2 flats back into 1 house. And probably a lot of you are sick of that by now, but It works for me, okay? People recognize from that. So because the property was split into 2 flats, it had 2 of everything. So it had 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 2 living rooms. However, it also had 2 different electric meters and obviously circuits of electricity, and also 2 different plumbing and heating systems. So that's been a really big challenge, especially at the start. It was probably one of the hardest things for us to get our heads around in terms of like, how do we do this? Because we are not in a position and weren't in a position to rip everything out and start again, because we were living here. Like, that was our only option. It was the only way it was going to work financially for us. You know, if we were to rent somewhere at the same time as doing this, it just wasn't going to happen with the amount of money that we needed to spend. Downstairs is very much untouched, really. We did the main bathroom down there and the spare bedroom, but it's been very much neglected as far as everything else is concerned. Essentially, we have no heating downstairs at all, apart from in the main bathroom where we put new plumbing in for the towel rail. So downstairs has not been heated since we've been here, apart from an electric heater when we have had like my mum and dad come to stay, or my brother. We need to try and get a radiator this week ready for Mark to come next week and fit that. So I'll probably take you along with that. I think we're just going to go for a kind of standard white double radiator in there, because we're kind of limited on space, and it's obviously already decorated in that room. So yeah, I might go and have a look at some settees as well. If you have watched my previous videos, you will know about our little trusty settee. We got this from a auction site in South Wales. This is our settee that we got from John Pye. It was very much meant to be a temporary purchase. Hence, the layout is completely wrong for the room. It's completely the opposite. We get so many comments on TikTok saying like, why is your settee like that? And yeah, it's because it's not the final settee. So we're still not completely decided on what kind of layout to have in this room. Yeah, it's a work in progress. So if anyone has any suggestions, please drop them in the comments below. So we're on our way now. What?
She's excited, she got a new camera.
Yeah. We're on our way now to Screwfix.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get our radiator for the downstairs bedroom. We have arrived at Screwfix. Is it gonna fit? Radiator secured. And 3 valves from Screwfix.
Make a second trip for them.
Yes, we didn't quite understand the deal, but worth 20 quid, so we've saved 20 quid, so we're just in Tim Hortons, basically, in the valves.
Girl math.
Girl math. So we've come to DFS to have a look at some sofas, so let's go and see if we can find anything.
Without being hassled.
Without being hassled, tell them, no, we are not buying anything today. It's quite overwhelming. Do you think that's double the width of the one we've currently got? I think it probably is, isn't it? I think we should get it. You look tiny. So, not really got anywhere with that, to be honest, but at least we sat on some sofas and we've got something to think about. So, what are we gonna do next? Coffee next. Went for the shakes. 10 out of 10. If you go to Tim Hortons. What's it called? Tim's Shake. Strawberry Tim's Shake. Take my recommendation. So it's Friday now and the pocket door has arrived. So this is what it looks like. It comes in this kind of kit format and it's in a kind of cardboard tube. So the pocket door is going to be going in here. So Lloyd's going to tidy up the area and then make a start on the pocket door.
That's the plan.
Thoughts?
Mess.
We'll come back when we start building the door.
I hope that jam kit's not in that shape inside, like.
So this is the actual kind of frame isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
This galvanized steel is basically going to be built up into a kit which houses the door, which allows it to then slide in and out of the pocket, which is actually the wall. So then you plasterboard either side of this metal frame. So when it arrives, it comes like this, and it's quite overwhelmingly complicated. We've done one of these before up in our ensuite. So, well, Lloyd has done one before in the ensuite. So, you know, he's a pro now.
Oh, yeah. I think it was a while ago.
It was about a year ago.
We'll be all right. This is the pocket now, effectively, isn't it?
So this is what the door slides into, or that?
Yeah, this. Yeah, so the door goes in there. You take them out after. There, just so it holds it while you put it together. And then it's got to go somewhere here on there, like that. And then this, put this on it.
So it's starting to take a bit of shape now. What's the next step?
So
this is the pocket that the door slides into.
Yeah, take these out. Door goes in there. Don't know if you can see that, but the door goes in here.
So take that bracket off.
Yeah, once you fit it.
So at the minute that's just spacing it evenly so it braces it.
Yeah, so you can build it. Put the head on now.
Okay.
I think that's the head. That goes up there.
Frame kit is well underway, but the next job in here, we built this frame so that we could kind of section off the area, but we've got this base plate, but obviously we don't want to be stepping over that, but we'll need it for the rest of the kit. Am I right in saying that? Or does it completely come out?
No, it completely comes out. We'll keep that piece, and then I got to put a vertical stud there.
Ah, okay.
To the head, and then yeah, we'll.
Okay. So basically, Lloyd's going to cut across. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to multi-tool down the line, take that bit away. Then that's where our kit fits.
So we basically take this section of the base plate out, or most of it, and leave that bit there where the scribble is, and then remove that completely, and then replace that with the kit that we've built, that you've built.
Yeah. Right then, take it out, is it?
So now that we've taken all of the screws out as well, we can
out.
take this out, hopefully,
Bosh.
without damaging anything. Success! So is that width from there to there the same exact width as the
I hope so.
pocket door kit?
That's what I just measured.
Ah, okay.
So we can put a piece down here. There's a stud behind there to screw into to the head of the pocket door, and then we can put that in there. Because that's now long enough once I put my vertical stud in there.
So that bit there is basically the top of the door then?
It is indeed.
In line basically with that one, I suppose. Near enough.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be.
Same height door that I've ordered, so.
Okay, hopefully then. Wash.
Basically the correct size.
We're far off. We're in a bad offcut. So this is in. plumb, level. But I got to make sure that the frame that was in line, so this obviously still does this a minute. So we got to fix that in. So I've just mocked up what the finished levels will be. So we just got a bit of plasterboard on there, a bit down there. And then obviously I can just set this now, so it's all, so my level across it all, set that, so I know it's all straight. So that's just acting as a spacer because we don't know if we got enough herringbone, show the floor. We don't know if we got enough of this left over to do in here. Yeah, so if we got enough left, we're going to carry it into this room, and it has to be laid on 6mm ply. So I've set this 6mm up off the floor, so we can, if we need to do it, we can. And then obviously I'll have to put a piece of ply in here to come level with this one. But if we haven't got enough, we got enough floor left over that we use in the ensuite upstairs. We can lay that in here. But if we lay that in here, we don't need the 6mm ply because that's 10mm thick, so it'll finish all flat. We got either or, but that's what that little 6mm thing is about. And that's why this is just slightly up.
So what's the next stage after this?
Probably hang the door in it now.
The door before you plasterboard?
Yeah, I think so. We'll get the door in, get it all running and working. You've got to put a stop in here, so you've got to do that first. Yeah, I think get the door in.
To make sure it works
and it slides fine.
All fits nicely.
Yes.
So what's the plan for the rest of the day?
I put some noggins in here now.
Noggins in here to strengthen this piece. We're going to be having a light switch in this bit here.
Run these in, clip these. I think we got all the bathroom stuff coming tomorrow, have we?
Yeah, bathroom stuff coming tomorrow, so we can mock it up then, I guess.
We can work out if we've got enough flooring to go in here.
Yes, good point.
If we have, we can play the floor. If not, we can lay the floor anyway, I think.
We could paint the ceiling. Probably
we can.
Best to do that a bit later on,
Probably
maybe.
have to.
So that's the pocket door. That's what it's looking like in frame form before the door gets put in. I think the door's coming next week. So we can't really move forward with this wall then until the door comes. Like, we can't plasterboard it or anything. And then we'll also be waiting for Mark the plumber to come and first fix things. So that's it for today. We shall pick you back up tomorrow when the bathroom or when the cloakroom furniture arrives from Bathroom Mountain, and you can have a little sneak peek at the design choices we're going for in there. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday now, and we are just getting started with the work back in the cloakroom area. So we kind of tidied everything up into here, but the first job of the day is going to be overboarding the floor, because last night we laid out all of the leftover herringbone LVT that we've got and decided that we've got enough. The first job we've got to do with the LVT, you can't just go straight onto floorboards, you've got to go on to a subfloor. So we've got 6mm plywood here, and then probably moving on to laying the floor, yeah?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
So we're going to try and use up all our offcuts in here. We've got a lot. So this is going to be put down in patches, glue and screw, and then can lay our floor on top of it.
This is about as much as we can make up out of our offcuts, but it's a really good use of the offcuts so that they don't get chucked away. That's what it's looking like. We've got to just cut that part out of the new sheet that we've got from our neighbour. So yeah, let's get on with that, and then we can start gluing it down and then screwing it.
This is what we're using. Chipstick, D4, foaming wood glue. It's brilliant.
We put that on the floor, put the ply on top of it, and then screw the ply.
Indeed. Stop any squeaking.
So the floor's down now. We have, well, Lloyd has glued it and screwed it, and you can see this glue starts to kind of like foam up, and then after a while it will kind of harden off, and then we could just cut it off with a multi-tool, is it?
Wood chisel. Yeah, no, just scrape it off with a wood chisel. What Robin Clevitt, as I've watched him do in the past.
Yeah.
Once that goes hard, we can start putting some floor down.
So the subfloor is down. The foaming glue has been trimmed. So now it's time to lay out this flooring, this LVT, so that we can start to lay it, I guess. Update for you all. It's the afternoon now, so Lloyd has been getting on with the flooring in the WC area. Almost done, just this little section left here to do. Time to get all of this in finally. Then we're gonna unbox it once we are inside. Do we need to both carry that, yeah?
I wouldn't mind you give me a hand, like.
Are you just picking it up and or are we going like this? Or are we going more upright?
You okay? Mm-hmm. Don't crash now.
Be so speed.
Oh, don't be like that now.
Looks nice. So this is called I believe the Bermuda, I'll put the name on the screen, but I think it's the Bermuda in chalk white from Bathroom Mountain, obviously like the sink unit, I think that's what they would call it. Got the toilet next, is it? This is what the mock-up is looking like. So we've got the sink unit here and we've popped the sink in as well. We've gone for brushed brass hardware in here, so these handles and the tap and things like that, they're looking lovely. We've also put the toilet in place and we've got the mirror, which is obviously going to go on the wall here. So that's what the mock-up of the room is going to be looking like. We thought we'd put it all into position just to get an idea of it, and it feels fine. Like, it's a nice compact little room, cloakroom toilet, so we've got one on this floor, and yeah, really happy with how the floor's looking. Lloyd's done a really good job on that, and yeah, it's going to be lovely in here. So I think that's going to be it for today for us. I've just been doing bits and bobs, to be honest. I've been filming an ad that we're doing most of the day. I've also just been finishing off this pillow. I haven't say finishing off, but trying to tidy up this pillar here because it was kind of like an exposed stud. So I think that's it for our reno work today.
So, next day, it's a long story. When I built this wall, it was to house the stairwell. I obviously knew it was going to be the back wall of this room. We hadn't decided on the layout at the time. So now there's a stud right basically where the waste throw toilet wants to go. The toilet's going to go here, and there's a stud straight down the middle. So I'm going to take this back off, and I'm just going to alter the stud work in there just to make some clearance for it. It's a bit backwards. We have boarded. We have got a first fix in here, but we've got no room to put these plasterboards, and we're waiting for our plumber. Hey, here we go. There's the stud in question, because I built it in the middle of our space. So we'll cut it somewhere across here, put a piece in, and then just put two studs to either side to support it. Basically that's what I meant. So now toilet can go in the middle, and it's got room for the pipe to go through because it's going to go out of that wall over there. And this is not in the way.
So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let us know if you did enjoy it. I'm thinking that this was enough content. I don't really want to make it too long and dragged out, and I want to be able to bring you guys an episode every single Wednesday. So please let me know if you did enjoy this style of video. We'd really appreciate any comments, any constructive criticism or feedback, because yeah, we're new to the YouTube game, so please let us know your thoughts. This is what the current cloakroom situation is looking like. So as you saw, the last job that we did, or the last job that Lloyd did, was to alter the stud work behind this wall and pop the plasterboard back on, and we've just popped everything back in here to save on space more than anything. So the next job that we will be doing in here is getting the plumber in to first fix everything. Once that's been done, we can put the plasterboards on for the final time and then I can skim them. And I'm also just waiting for a delivery now for our doors. So we're going to be able to fit the door into this pocket frame kit. So we can get that going and fit the plasterboards this side and that side of this wall too. There is the door delivery literally coming now. Oops, here he comes. So that is the plan for this weekend, fitting the door into the pocket door, probably plasterboarding, maybe having a go at hanging the fire door, which is going to go in this area here. And then we've also got our skirting board and architrave hopefully coming tomorrow or the next day. I always love it when the deliveries line up like that, because so many times you order things and then they don't arrive on time and then it just messes up your free time. So that then it's like really frustrating because you can't be productive when you have the time, and you know, we've got lots of other things to do, but it's nice to tick things off the list in order, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed our first video on the cloakroom, and I shall see you next Wednesday for another update. Bye.